an hour before kick-off. You're always a busy man.
Yes, we've got a few band of loyal helpers, as most clubs at our level. Obviously, being the secretary, my job is to make sure that everything in the background's ticking over. The away team, the home team, the match officials, and obviously I'm not the tea lady, but I make sure they got their tea. Probably the most important task is to make sure the team sheet goes in at the requisite time. It's half hour today. It's Essex Senior Cup third round day. And welcome Canby Island in a decent cup tie hopefully today. Yeah, and this is our ballroom. We've been at this ground now since 1949. From the profits of a first round FA Cup match, we played Notts County, and the former England forward Tommy Lawton was in that side that day, and there was over 28,000, which was one of Notts County's biggest ever attendance. But the money from that, they bought the freehold of this ground, and fortunately they did, because obviously over 50 years on now, we're looking to move on. We own a training ground out the back, the North Field, which we hope to develop into a new ground, and a company called Montana are actually progressing that. Hopefully with planning restrictions they may be able to do that within a year or two. So 78 was probably our greatest ever season, especially for the FA Cup. Obviously with the recent FA Cup first round draw being done on Sunday. In 1978, January of that month, we played Notts County. There was over 2,500, I'll say Tilbury supporters, but they all come from all sides of Thurrock. We played Averley on Saturday, and there was people there who actually travelled to that day. Unfortunately we lost 4-0, but it was a fantastic run. We beat Kettering Town in the first round proper, and Nuneaton. But unfortunately since then we have struggled a little bit on the field. The club nearly folded in 1979-80, and we got relegated from the Roman Premier League, and we haven't been back there since. Over this year we've appointed a new manager in Graham Chester with his assistant Tony Leary, and not only have they improved matters on the field, they've gone out and obtained sponsorship for the club. The Port of Tilbury being our main sponsor. We've also helped from McDonald's, and Montana also helped us off the field as well. So the future looks bright for the club. The club needs to move to a new ground, a self-sufficient ground with a club house which we can use on match days only probably, but the future does look bright for this football club.
And you still enjoy being a secretary?
I love football. If I wasn't a secretary, I'd be a supporter. I will probably watch more local football, but being a secretary of a club does take up a lot of time, not only in match days, but obviously other times as well. It's a 7-day job. Administration now is quite a busy time with all sorts of forms to fill in with the FA. Plus this season we got an under-16 side in the Eastern Junior Alliance for the first time in a couple of years, so even the administration for that is time consuming, but enjoyable. You know, I enjoy it, and you know, it's nice to keep the club. You know, Tilbury's a big town. It's about time it started improving on the field. Obviously with Grays Athletic down the road in the conference. I know they're struggling a little bit at the moment, but that's the sort of level we like to try and one day add those derby days, because in the 50s and 60s they drew big crowds, and we like to be on that par with them.